And good morning. We're excited and, of course, especially happy for our Muslim brothers and sisters on the completion of the whole month of Holy Fast.
And to that end, we say Eid Mubarak to, and hello, welcome to another edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
You really want to welcome us today, don't you?
Yeah.
Or is it the coffee talking?
Yeah, I think it's still working, it's still kicking in.
Well, Wake Up Nigeria is exciting like that.
And it's your daily dose of everything you need in the morning.
Of course.
I'm Yomi Owope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. And of course, excellent morning to you. As always, you can catch us on all other platforms aside from traditional TV, terrestrial TV. We're on tvcontinental.tv, that's our website. And of course, on Facebook at TVC Connect. For comments, ensure you use our hashtag, that's Wake Up Nigeria. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, we are there.
All over the place. Now, after all that fasting, you know, it's been like 30 days, food is even more important. And to that end, we have Chef Mary Jane in the building.
Yeah.
Hey, Chef.
Hi. Great to be here.
It's always great to have you here on the show for some serious African cooking.
Yes,
For
some reason, the nativeness in the food, that ethnicity, is always coming out when Chef Mary Jane is around. Did I pronounce that word right? Possibly not, but she's always great. The food always tastes great as well.
Yeah.
It's a feel-good Friday, though.
Yeah, so it's nice. Today, first thing we're going to be doing today is to have Chibs, a musician, in the studio to give us a performance on the show.
Baby, you make my heart beat. You see, I'm never gonna let you go for my hand. Hey, mama, say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing. Hey, mama, oh no. Hey, mama, for my hand. Hey, mama, say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing.
Then we have on Eid, we have Ahmed Khotun joining us to talk about the importance and, of course, significance of Eid to Muslims.
It's World Cup season, and it doesn't get any bigger than, of course, the world of football. We'll be bringing you a World Cup update later on the show.
And we also have a documentary coming your way a little later on called Lagos in the Red. It's about a Nigerian artist, Jelili Atiku, and you really don't want to miss this.
It looks nice. And of course, we're big on movies on Wake Up Nigeria, and today is not going to be any different. We're going to be showing you what the cinemas are going to be like this long weekend.
And hopefully Mike will, give us some tickets to go and watch.
Yeah, hopefully.
At least now we dey run street. Yes, you are running streets now. Running the whole street like a matchdog.
Now maybe the only blood where you get for this whole wide world.
You dey forget, say you.
Hey guys, good morning, and Barka da Salah to all.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak.
Yeah.
Barka da Salah.
Barka da Salah, okay. Barka da Salah is like a compound, like generic.
To all our Muslim brothers.
Wonderful. So fasting is ended, right? Well, the plan, I think it was Ali Baba who said we should entreat them to extend the fast because of our Super Eagles.
Okay.
So they should take it to the end of this month.
Yes, indeed. But a lot of praying has been going on. A lot of people praying for the Eagles, praying. The prayer, in fact, we should have a hashtag, pray for our Eagles.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
we should.
So there's something I want to mention. I saw this on social media and it caught my attention in a big way. Now, something happened. You bring up some underprivileged person on social media. Maybe you highlight the person and everybody now jumps on the bandwagon.
Okay.
A case profile will be that of Olajumoke.
Okay.
Remember her. So, but something like that. There's this little kid who came up recently, and then you see celebrities, everybody, who is this guy? I want to be part.
Yeah.
I will send this to school.
Yeah.
But then another celebrity just made a statement, said, look, those kids, those underprivileged people, we see them every day. When you walk out your streets, they are there on the roads. But we don't care about them. But then somebody comes up on social media, and then you see everybody jumping about, even corporate brands. I don't know. But, the point is, people would rather want to be seen in a good light than actually really, if you really want to help, why don't you just go out? Does everybody need to know?
Well,
help those that are close,
there are a lot of people
closer
that
to you.
need our attention, our love, our care, our money, but it does seem to feel like there's a lot more pressure when celebrities call out a particular person. You know, there was a time that they would call out people, oh, I'm challenging you to do this, I'm challenging you to do that. So it's like, it's pressure. And then, of course, it's a way of some people to even, in a sense, suck up to other people.
True.
To show that, hey, I did this with him, we are friends.
Yeah.
You know, and really that isn't the real reason why we should be giving back.
It really shouldn't be. But yeah, so on a day like this, I mean, it's a day of reflection as well. So let's think about those around us and do our best to help.
Yes.
Right.
It's time for the news now, and Fadi is on standby for us. Good to see you, Fadi, after such a long time.
Well, good to see you too. Barka de Salah to all our Muslim friends. On the news this hour, the former governor of Ondo State, Olusegun Mimiko, has officially returned to the Labour Party, the LP, the platform he rode on to realize his ambition in 2007. At the event in Ondo town, Mimiko said he is ready to turn the Labour Party to a winning party again. He also says his return is to give a credible alternative to the people. Many of his aides who served under him when he was governor were present at the rally. And despite opposition from a factional national leader of the Labour Party, the party's leaders in the southwest have thrown their weight behind Mimiko's return. At a news conference in Ondo town, they described the former governor's action as the needed tonic to boost the party's chances in the forthcoming general election. The Southwest chairman of the party, Bashir Lamidi, also faulted the claim that the party has no governorship candidate in Ekiti State. The Lagos State government says it is doing a lot to ensure that education is taken as a priority for children with special needs. This was made known at a talent program organized to ensure every child becomes independent and productive citizens by contributing their quota to the society. The special advisor on Central Business District, Agbola Dabiri, says an early intervention center has been put in place for the detection of special children from childbirth. Chairman of the occasion, Abeke Taire, advised that people should treat the special ones equally. Popularly known as a game of strategy and skills, chess is fast becoming a home game for Nigerian kids. The 9th Peda Chess Biennial Chess Championship held yesterday at Christland School premises in Ikeja, Lagos, and it brought students of various primary schools together. The participating students showed an impressive skill and knowledge in the game, with most of them displaying their mastery against their opponents. Some of the students showed so much talent in the game, sitting opposite each other in specially reserved tables with chess boards. The element of fun was not lost at the event, with everyone in high spirit and promoting good sportsmanship. The tournament was a success in being both an avenue for young minds to grow in skill while having a good time with each other.
Well, it started out as an annual event, but now it's biennial. That's once in 2 years, basically because of cost, and then we have a larger number of pupils coming in. The first time we had this tournament, we had 10 schools. Today we had 60 schools. So, you know, it's an alarming rate at which we are growing. So we are now making a biennial once in 2 years. Again, we are hoping that in the nearest future we'll start having IMs, grandmasters from these young ones.
Well, that's the news this hour. I am Fadishola Shutingwa. It's back now to Yomi.
right. The World Cup action has already started.
Yeah.
Goals galore.
Exactly, but
Oh
we'll
my
talk
goodness.
more about the World Cup in the second
Okay,
half.
later on.
Let's look at other stories surrounding it.
All right.
Thank you very much, Ami. Good morning and welcome. This is Sports on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mike Messikeno. Now, former Swedish striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic said the World Cup without him is not worth watching. Ibrahimovic was jokingly repeating what he said in 2013 after Sweden were beaten by Portugal in the playoffs for the 2014 finals in Brazil. Now, although Sweden did manage to qualify this time, the 36-year-old who scored 62 goals in 116 games for Sweden was not included in the squad. Of course, at a media event in the Russian capital, Ibrahimovic bristled at questions of whether Sweden was better off without him on the world stage, but had kind words for competitors Germany and Brazil.
Said before, World Cup without me is not worth watching. And Visa made it possible that it's worth watching now. So thanks to Visa, I'm here. They'll do good. They will enjoy, first of all, because this is a big party for all the football players. And this is nothing you want to miss out. So we are all excited and the world is excited. So I think they'll do good.
Now, just immediately after the World Cup, EPL fans get ready because champions Manchester City will travel to Arsenal on the weekend of 11th and 12th of August for their opening match of the 2018-2019 Premier League season. Tottenham visit Newcastle first and then play Fulham at Wembley, while their new £850 million stadium is completed. Manchester United host Leicester City, Liverpool entertain West Ham, and championship winners Wolverhampton Wanderers welcome Everton to Molineux. Promoted Fulham hosts Crystal Palace, while Cardiff visit Bournemouth. The other three fixtures on the opening weekend see Chelsea travel to Huddersfield, Southampton host Burnley, and Watford take on Brighton at Vicarage Road. Britain's Mo Farah will compete at the Chicago Marathon in October, his third race over the distance and his first in the US. The four-time Olympic gold medalist finished third at the London Marathon in April in a new British record. It was the 35-year-old's second time at 26.2 miles, having finished eighth at London in 2014. The six-time world champion at 10,000 and 5,000 meters retired from the track in August 2017 to focus on marathons. Great one. That's all we can take on sports at this time now. We'll take a break, but when we get back, Yomi and Titi have you with the headlines of the papers this morning.
Time for us to take a look at the headlines in the papers this morning. Started with the Punch. Buhari to Nigerians. Stop glorifying thieves. Treat them with disdain. Goals galore as World Cup begins. Russia routs Saudi Arabia 5-0. We'll top Group D, says Musa, and a couple of other writers there. Convention. APC releases appeals guidelines as panel begins sitting. Boko Haram, I'll talk some sense into Shakal if I see him, says mother. And finally, we'll be fair to all zones in project execution, says the federal government. All on the cover of The Punch.
On the cover of the Guardian newspaper, it says PDP flays presidency, APC over 1 trillion naira MTN fine, alleges sharp practices, shielding of corrupt persons, claims credit for Nyame Dariye convictions. Then Aso Rock keeps mum, ruling party dismisses accusation. It also says here, why I dumped PDP for Labour Party by Mimiko. And finally, Nigeria will deepen relationship with allies, says Buhari. That's what we have on The Guardian.
All right, and next we have the Daily Sun and the headline, Boko Haram, how Shakal became terrorist, says mum. Says son was Al-Majiri indoctrinated by Mohammed Yusuf. National Convention, APC settles for consensus. Buhari directs zones to present preferred candidates for endorsement. Governors, Kalu, others greet Muslims at Eid al-Fitr. And World Cup opens with Festival of Goals as Russia beats Saudi 5-0. Finally, of a robbery, police arrest 5 more suspects. All on the cover of the Daily Sun.
On the cover of the Vanguard, we have return to PDP. Saraki, Kwankwaso, Goje, Tambuwal run into storm. Local forces resist their return, vow not to surrender party structure. APC chair issues here. Oshomole surviving last-minute intrigues. UK considers relaxing visa rules for Nigerian doctors and nurses. Then finally, it says here, Gani Fawemi was blacklisted by NBA for supporting Buhari, according to Keyamo. That's what we have on the Vanguard.
All right, and next we have This Day and the headline, Stop Glorifying Thieves. Treat them with ignominy, Buhari tells Nigerians. Says Abiola Fawemi's families showed good example. Currency swap, CBN to incentivize importers who tender Chinese renminbi. And 6,800 delegates to vote at APC convention. And finally, Buratai admits shortcomings in operations in Northwest, North Central. All on the cover of This Day.
Nigerian Tribune says no going back on convention, over 6,000 delegates expected, say APC. Restructuring way out of insecurity, hunger, Yoruba Koya insists. Mother of Boko Haram leader Abubakar Shakal speaks, I've not seen my son in 15 years. On Ekiti 2018, we're apprehensive, traditional rulers tell U.S. That's what we have on the Nigerian Tribune.
All right, and time for a little bit of sports here on Complete Sports. Croatia versus Nigeria update. Balogun blow for Eagles. Brighton defender injured, doubtful for Croatia game. Wow. All eyes on Ronaldo as Portugal battles Spain in Iberian Derby. Mikel ready to carry Eagles on his back. Uzoho. Croatia must fall. And a couple of other smaller stories here. Finidi, while Eagles should play 3-5-2, and Eagles arrive Kaliningrad without airport fanfare. All on the cover of Complete Sports.
And that's all we have time for on the newspaper headlines for now.
All right, it's time for us to get into our workout gear and get some of that circulation going right now in the garden.
Anyway, Russia, Croatia in trouble. You think I'm joking? Wake up, Nigeria! But no, I agree to survive. I am so excited because Super Eagles are going to do what? Leg over, and is it? Badosha, calm down, it's a goal. Let's start the game. Give me my twist. 2 twists. Congrats, I'm joking. Give me my spot. Bonga, or your SS1. Get me my good one. Good push-up. I see one. I saw the Croatia in trouble tomorrow. Get up. The game will start now. No time for the weekend. It is going to be interesting. Hey, let me keep my phone. I'll come back there. Let's go down. It is going to be what? A push-up taking to another level. See, be my friend. Beginner, she's here. Advanced, following me. Ready? Follow me if you like problems. And we're going to make it further. Time under tension 1. Time under tension 2. Time under tension 3. Time under tension 4. Time under tension 1 again. Time under tension 2. Time under tension 3. Time under tension 4. See, now we're getting close. If you like your tricep muscle, quickly get into diamond push-up. Diamond push-up. Contraction my shoulder blade. Down you go. Up you come. 1. Come on. Down you go. Up you come. 2. Come on. Down you go. Up you come. 3. Contraction 3 more. And we are there. Get up. But I have something for you. You know what they call a ladder? You go up, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to bring you down. They are getting ready. I'll do 1 more. It will be 2. It will be 1. It will be 1. It will be 2. And I'm still getting my 1. Look at them. Wait for me. We are going to repeat that. Get up. We are going to repeat it. I was trying to do a ladder on 1 by push-up. I'm ready. Go. Get. I tell you to go up. You're coming. There you go. Now, take it to another level. No try me, no problem. Get that level for me. Okay. That's the way your yama fat. Walk away your yama fat. Break down. What I do laterally to the side. Bring it back. Yama fat. Christian, are you in the game? Patrick. No, that will be later, not today. I have people from Italy watching. They're coming. Now from here, we are going to deal with your what? Extend your yama fat around your what? Your commons, your abdominal walls. There you go. Your yama fat is seriously in trouble. Am I here? Oh yeah. Contraction. Contraction to that place. Am I in? Yes. 1, 2. In. 1, 2. In. 1, 2. In. 1, 2. Congratulations. So. In again. I'm not going to spare you. Greater in trouble. Break time. Turn around. Croatia. You will know Super Eagles are so ready for you. Get in. Contraction to that blade. You know now. In. Congratulations. So. Out. Time under tension. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. If you're a beginner, drop the leg. In. Yeah, no worry, no best. Down. You want to get fit? Join us. Come on. And break time. You think we are done? We are going to hit the muscle group around the wall. Abdominal wall. Don't just fall. In another form. Oh yeah. Isometric hold for me. Push your position. Extension. Don't follow. In it. If you are not in our level, I mean, pick your poison. Put your knee on the ground. Everywhere, please. I am counting. Make sure you are squeezing so hard. Make sure. Conga in the game. You do what? Everything. The time is ticking. But no problem. We have time today. Wait time. 1, 2. How many goals? 4 goals. Tomorrow. Break time. What do you want again? You want something? See what? You know you like flat tummy. Go to your kitchen. Come back again. I want the extension again. Only the extension. Only the extension again. So interesting. The way you walk the abdominal walls. Oh my God. A lot of hormones have been released. HGH hormone plus what? Adrenaline. I swear to God. Putu is your case. Your body will burn plenty fast. Your body will tell itself, I'm going to produce more fat body in what? Those factories. Those mitochondria. I swear, the more of it you have, the more you burn. I have not forgotten you. What else do you want? Because I said today is going to be what? Interesting. Croatia in trouble. Let's give them 4 puppies. 4-0. I predict. Get ready. That big thing, Nigeria what? Nigeria, Argentina, final. Get ready. 4 puppies. Hey, lead them. Tomorrow they will settle their case. Super Eagles is coming on top. And then before we go, the danger is not to set your goals too high and you don't accomplish that goal. You don't reach the goal. But it is very, very not interesting. When you set your goals too low, below this ball, and you reach it. From us to you, it is still your number 1 entertainment. WAKEUPNIGERIA. Welcome, Nigeria! Come on! It's Super Eagles!
How do you not laugh when you watch Tony in his fitness mode? I don't know, that guy's energy is
I just keep saying he should wait. So let me finish eating.
You should let you finish eating.
Let me finish eating now.
You can't eat after
Please
a
wait.
workout. With
After eating, I will rest before I start Tony's runs.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. All right, so welcome to the kitchen segment of the show. I have not been in the kitchen for a while, so I'm going to bask
Great to
in the
have you
energy
here. It's
of
good
the kitchen.
It's
always
really great
fun.
to have you here.
Mary Jane, I've missed you. So we're going to be cooking, obviously.
Okay.
But we have something really sweet to prepare. Talk to us, Mary Jane. Talk to us.
Okay, we are making granite soup today.
Okay.
And we're going to have it with a swallow.
Granite soup and swallow. Okay.
And I've already done more of the preparations. Right here I have my granules. This is the roasted granules.
So this is like granite paste, right?
Yes.
So what did you do to get to this?
You know the normal granules. Okay, let me just go straight to the point.
Yeah.
I went to the market, bought granite in a bottle.
Yeah.
It was already fried. You know that one that they used to sell on the road?
Okay. So they had already, just a bottle of granite. Then what did you do?
grind it, that's it.
In a blender?
Yes, in a dry mill.
Dry mill?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how I got it. But usually, because of its oily content, that's why it looks wet.
Yeah.
It's usually not...
it's not usually like this.
Yes, but it's because it's of the oilish content of oil. I mean, granules.
Of course.
I made it look this way.
All right, so what do we do with this now?
Okay, so this is the base of the main meal. So we're going to blend it much later.
All right.
So this is kind of like...
Let me hold that for you. Okay. So what about these other amazing
we have periwinkle here. We have grounded crayfish. We have stockfish fillet here.
Okay.
We have dry pepper here.
That dry pepper is suspect.
Don't go near it.
I shouldn't go near it. What type of dry pepper is this?
It's actually Cameroon pepper.
Cameroon pepper.
Shouldn't get near your
That's
eye.
the one that is the one that changes the whole.
Nsoka.
What does that mean?
Nsoka pepper.
Okay.
If somebody wants to threaten you,
yeah,
don't let the person not come with us Nsoka.
Okay, I've heard. And then obviously this is
We
very
have our
familiar
pomo and we have our ugu is already diced. Oh, sorry, we already have on fire cooking as usual.
What?
We have our tripe.
Tripe.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to have to define what tripe is for me, please. Tripe.
We need to actually make this
Shaki.
thing. Yes, shaki. Towel. What else again?
Towel.
What the?
Is that what they call it? Towel? Really?
All of them join.
Okay.
At least some people know what we're talking about. Okay,
right.
so we have our tripe here.
Uh-huh.
We have our beef. We'll be using beef today.
Okay.
Okay, so it's already getting ready for...
I have
it's already-
to ask,
Yes.
how long do we really need to boil these for? Because I know that tripe, or let's say
Takes a long
shaki,
time.
takes a long time. How long are you
Normally, I
estimating?
boil it with a pressure pot.
Okay, pressure cooker.
Yes, so it makes it faster. So I've really not checked. But this, I'm not actually boiling it to get ready right now. I'm just boiling it, getting ready to
put everything
together. Yes, but usually it takes a much, much longer time. Sometimes up to 40, 50 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
But most times, there are some characteristics that shows it's getting ready when it starts looking coily.
Okay, so when it starts bending?
Yes.
Okay,
The
so
coily means it's almost
done.
And to be safe, just bring out one and cut it and chew.
All right.
You
then.
don't want to shout.
Okay then.
Okay.
So that's boiling. That's
yes,
comfortable.
that's it.
This
Yeah.
has been blended. The groundnuts
I'm going
have
to
been
blend
blended.
it because I want it to be a bit. Oh, sorry, I didn't even add that. That's a palm oil. Oga at the top for every meal.
All right, palm oil.
Yes. So,
all right,
yes,
we got it, we got it, we got it. This already sounds amazing, but you know what? We're going to be right back after this break to tell you much more.
Okay.
And we're back in the kitchen. Now, during the break, Chef Mary Jane took advantage of the, noisy adverts to blend this down. So she put the groundnut paste in there. It's almost done.
And to be safe, just bring out one and cut it and chew.
All right.
You don't want to shout.
Okay, then.
Okay.
So that's boiling. That's
yes,
comfortable.
that's
This has been blended. The groundnuts
I'm going to blend
blended.
it because I want it to be a bit. Oh, sorry, I didn't even add that. That's a palm oil. Oga at the top for every meal.
All right, palm oil.
Yes. So,
all right,
yes,
we got it. This already sounds amazing, but you know what? We're going to be right back after this break to tell you much more.
Okay.
And we're back in the kitchen. Now, during the break, Chef Mary Jane took advantage of the, noisy adverts to blend this down. So she put the groundnut paste in there and with warm water. And it actually took quite a lot longer to blend than I thought. It's really, really thick, but it looks creamy now.
Yes, I needed it to be creamy because you're actually going to boil it for a while.
Okay.
Okay. It also has this smell in it that it really needs to go off to some extent. So it takes a bit of time to boil that out.
All right, no problem.
Okay, so while I was blending, I also put my stockfish on fire. Reason is because I need it to soften a bit faster. Normally, I'm supposed to soak it, pre-soak it for a while, but because I needed us to see what it looks like. So
when you say pre-soak it, just ordinary water, you're not adding anything into the water?
Warm water, no. I don't want to add, I didn't want to add anything.
Okay.
These days, we're all conscious of salt, oil, seasoning. So I try as much as possible to reduce the amount of it I use. So I didn't use anything, just washed the stockfish with warm water and soak it.
I have to ask, no onions in the fish?
No.
No onions in the meat?
No.
Really?
No, when I was parboiling, yes, I did.
All right, because I noticed there were no onions. I was like,
I predict
something is missing here.
But it's not compulsory.
Okay.
It's not compulsory because the taste of onions and granuts, they don't.
It doesn't go.
It doesn't gel. I'm even imagining it. I didn't even think about it.
I actually haven't thought about that myself.
I didn't even go there. I didn't even go there at all. But most times when I'm making soup, apart from other the vegetable soups, using onions to cook, pre-cook the meat first, it's always advisable.
All right.
Okay,
So what's next?
We're going to have our, 1 second, I need to get my knife.
So this pomo looks very intimidating. Whenever I see pomo these days, it's because I'm not really a big fan of pomo personally.
Okay.
But whenever I see it, it's always in tiny strips.
Yes.
Which is, you know, it adds the same amount of flavor to the food anyway.
For
But
me,
these
it's just
long-
for fishers. Those that want to be fishing when
they're eating.
They are eating. Some people just like fishing.
Okay.
So for me, it's just for those that want to fish. Apart from that, there's really not. I'm not even sure there's any nutritional value to.
There's actually zero
It's
nutritional value.
It's just
in
for
pomo.
those that are fishing.
It's just taste, really. It gives a different type of flavor. But there are a lot of people who fish out the pomo, and when they're fishing out the pomo, right, they achieve a particular goal of some sort, and it's like, there was
For some
pomo.
people, it even made them eat more because they had something else that was in the food again.
Okay,
it's
so
not even the food.
That fishing that you were talking about, you were talking about people that actually dig around in the
Yes,
soup,
fishing the soup.
right? Okay. To search for pomo.
Looking for pomo.
All right.
Yeah.
So now, this pomo looks very clean, I have to say. Did
Yeah.
you clean this yourself?
Yes.
Or was it like this
yes,
from the market?
No, you have to clean it yourself. Wash it, remove the... There is something usually inside. Get it off. I bought it and I had to do the washing.
Was it easy?
Well, it depends on the particular pomo because you need to choose what you are going to, the pomo you want to use. So it actually depends.
Okay, so I'm thinking, you know, I'm not really a big fan of getting my hands that dirty. If I
That's
don't
why
want
you
to
need
have
us.
to clean...
That's why you need me.
Really?
Yeah, I'll make it
There's
for you.
a simple way you use to clean this pomo. Yeah, tell us.
You can actually use a metal sponge.
Oh,
but it
okay.
won't go off. You would end up wounding
The pomo.
If I should use that one,
Wounding
you
the
end
pomo.
up wounding the pomo, yes.
Okay, all right. So where are we putting this pomo now?
The pomo, I want to put it into the soup.
Okay.
Sorry, into
The pot.
the meat stock so that it will soften.
Okay, all right.
Sometimes, some pomo, you don't even need to boil it. Yes, because it's already soft.
Okay,
Sometimes you don't even need to boil it.
all right.
Okay, so that's about it. And I'm okay with this. So I just want to pour off the water.
That's the
The
stockfish.
stockfish, yes.
So right now, I'm just concerned about that stockfish
Okay.
not being soft enough.
It is. By
How-
the time
how do
it
you
boils
know?
together with this, because this will actually take some time to get boiled. Yes.
Okay.
So it's good. It's actually, look at the color. Before it was goldenish.
Yes.
Now it's a bit milky.
Okay.
So it takes some time to boil. So while it's going to do that boiling or getting ready, it will soften our stockfish.
I am in awe of your hands. You're putting your hand into a hot pot
Well,
and removing fish.
it's part
the
of what
water
I
is
do.
steaming.
That's part of what we do.
Yeah. I think I realize why they pay you so much money.
It's part of what we do.
Wow. She just put her hand in the hot water. Like, okay.
I'm getting used to it. In fact, I'm used to it.
It's like your fingers are numb to it now, yeah?
Not exactly. Doesn't mean I don't get burned.
Okay.
I do get burned. So I just want to give it some time to boil together. I don't need to put the periwinkles now because the periwinkles actually doesn't take time to get ready, which is actually optional.
Okay.
And every other thing will actually wait for a bit until
The granite.
it's almost ready to go in.
All right.
So for now, we just have to wait.
All right, it's a waiting game, people. It's a waiting game. If you're just tuning in, this is the Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have so many amazing ingredients on the table here, and we're making granite soup. Chef Mary Jane is the queen of all that is ethnic in our pots.
Okay, we could go again through the
Ingredients.
again. We had beef, we had tripe, we have pomo already on fire boiling.
Yeah.
We have the pomo. Already the pomo's aroma is already coming out.
I can imagine.
It's already coming out. So which tells me, okay, it's time for me to put in my pepper,
Okay.
and my
All right,
crayfish.
all right. Ooh, pepper, crayfish. Ooh, that smell is gonna be epic. The alligator pepper, I call it
There's no
alligator.
alligator.
It's alligator pepper that
It's
I call
Cameroon
it.
pepper. Oh.
Cameroon pepper, alligator pepper.
Alligator pepper is for the Igbo chiefs, so.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Are you serious? Okay, so Cameroon pepper, I don't want to
Go near.
misinform anyone. And then you're putting in stock cubes.
Yes.
Is this a specific flavor of stock cube? Is it
I just like using the beef.
the beef flavor?
Yes.
Okay.
I just like using the beef
All right.
flavor.
Not the chicken one, not the crayfish
No, I'm not
one.
doing chicken. Because I'm doing beef, I just like sticking with beef.
While this cooking is going on, we have to go over to a musical performance. We have Chibs right now on standby for us.
Yeah. Come here, Jibs. Baby, no for my hand. Say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing, no. Oh no. Baby, no for my hand. Say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing, no. Oh no. For you, I fit climb Kilimanjaro. I fit climb Wanaro. Anywhere you go, I follow. Anywhere you go, I follow, baby. You tip my heart, Jack Sparrow. Carry him go like cargo. Anywhere you go, I follow. Anywhere you go, I follow. Yeah. Maybe it dey make my heart beat another. Boom boom. Maybe it dey make my heart beat another. Boom boom. Maybe she dey make my heart beat another. Boom boom. You see, I'm never gonna let you go. You know for my hand. Say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing, no. Oh no. You know for my hand. Say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing, no. Oh no. You go see, you go chop, my baby. You see me like sugar, baby. I want you to be my lady. I need you right now, right now. Oh, oh. Maybe it dey make my heart beat another. Boom, boom. Maybe it dey make my heart beat another. Boom, boom. Maybe she dey make my heart beat another. Boom, boom. You see, I'm never gonna let you go. You for my hand. Say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing, no. Oh no. You for my hand. Say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing, no. Oh no. Maybe it dey make my heart beat another. Boom boom. Maybe it dey make my heart beat another. Boom boom. Maybe she dey make my heart beat another. Boom boom. You see, I'm never gonna let you go. You know for my hand. Say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing, no. Oh no. You know for my hand. Say I like you and I love you, and I'll be the same thing, no. Oh no.
And we're back. We're back in the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. I'm here with Chef Mary Jane, and we're still cooking granite soup. Now, I can see it bubbling and boiling on the fire.
Yeah.
While you were away, we actually had, well, Mary Jane poured in the granite paste that was blended with water directly into the meat. So that's what's happening
The
here.
meat stock.
The meat stock, the meat, the tripe, the pomo, the everything's under somewhere there. And it's boiling in a particular way that I've never, you know, I don't know, I've never seen this happen before.
Yeah, but you know, while it's
Wow. Ooh.
you just need to keep stirring it.
Okay.
It's
Really?
not ready until you...
Ooh. Just keep going, keep going. This is why it
Okay,
is a
now
live
it burns
kitchen.
me. Now it
Oh,
burns
it
me.
burns you.
Now
Sorry
it's
about
burning me.
Sorry.
I'm scared of being burnt.
Okay.
Okay, so you just keep boiling it
Yeah.
until
It's soft.
no,
What?
until you start seeing oil
Oh.
on the top.
Okay.
That's an indication that our soup is getting ready. So there is no oil
Zero oil.
on the top.
I can't see any oil.
Just keep boiling. Just keep boiling.
All right, so
On the
guess-
side, we are making a
I
swallow.
don't want my fine girl to be stained. I want to cover it back.
If you cover it, you might actually have the under burnt.
Oh,
So I'm actually avoiding
that by
it
leaving
to
it
burn.
open.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're actually making the semo for
For
the
eating.
soup. Yes.
Okay. Now I can see that we've got to this particular stage with the semo, but do you use hot water or cold water for your semo?
Actually, I use warm water.
Okay.
Then I mix the semo in another bowl,
Okay.
and then pour it into the warm water, and then just keep stirring it.
All right.
So we are almost ready with this. Oh, I almost have a bun. I
Okay.
had
And we're back. We're back in the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. I'm here with Chef Mary Jane, and we're still cooking groundnut soup. Now, I can see it bubbling and boiling on the fire.
Yeah.
While you were away, we actually had, well, Mary Jane poured in the groundnut paste that was blended with water directly into the meat. So that's what's happening
The
here.
meat stock.
The meat stock, the meat, the tripe, the pomo, everything's under somewhere there. And it's boiling in a particular way that I've never, you know, I don't know, I've never seen this happen before.
Yeah, but you know, while it's
Wow.
you just need to keep stirring it.
Okay.
It's
Really?
not ready until you.
Woo! Just keep going, keep going. This is why it
Okay,
is a
now
live
it burns
kitchen.
me. Now it
Oh,
burns
it
me.
burnt you.
Now
Sorry
it's
about
burning.
Sorry.
I'm scared of being burnt.
Okay.
Okay, so you just keep boiling it
Yeah.
until
It's soft.
no,
What?
until you start seeing oil
Oh.
on the top.
Okay.
That's an indication that our soup is getting ready. So there is no oil
Zero oil.
on the top.
I can't see any oil.
Just keep boiling. Just keep boiling.
All right, so
On the
guess-
side, we are making a
I don't
swallow.
want my fine girl to be stained. I want to cover it back.
If you cover it, you might actually have the underburnt.
Oh,
So I'm actually avoiding
that by
it
leaving
to
it
burn.
open.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're actually making the semo for
For
the
eating.
soup. Yes.
Okay. Now I can see that we've got to this particular stage with the semo, but do you use hot water or cold water for your semo?
Actually, I use warm water.
Okay.
Then I mix the semo in another bowl,
Okay.
and then pour it into the warm water, and then just keep stirring it.
All right.
So we are almost ready with this. Oh, I almost have a bun. I
Okay.
had a bun while
Yeah.
I was showing. Okay, my hands again.
You are just you're a queen. You just put your hand inside
My
hot
hands
semo
again.
again. Wow. Whoa.
My hands
Just
again.
stop, please. Okay, so turning the semo is relatively something that the average Nigerian cook
Knows how to
knows
do.
how to do. But there are mistakes, you know, I have personally made with turning things like semo.
Okay.
So how do I make sure it's completely smooth?
Just keep turning it and don't leave it. And as you're turning it, you keep. Oh, I need to look for a good English that really says it. Keep making sure.
Say it in Igbo? No.
Just keep making sure that your I don't want to use the word striking.
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see,
Yeah.
the paddle, okay, you don't need a spoon.
Okay.
A spoon cannot do this. In fact, you have the most stressed day if you use a spoon to do semo. Just keep, I don't want to use the word strike.
Okay,
Keep
so you're
blending it into like,
what?
as in
Okay, so I can see that you're pulling it towards the pot.
the pot,
You are
the side of the
pressing it
pot.
on the
Okay,
side of the pot.
you got that word.
You're
Press it.
pulling it.
Yes, so just
Okay.
keep pressing it to the pot so that every possible lump will go off.
I'm just completing your sentences to you.
You are helping me. This
I'm
thing is not
helping you.
moi to do. Plus this fire on my face.
The way you keep saying, whenever people say that not moi moi
Even
thing,
moi
I
moi is
wonder
not
because
easy
moi
to
moi
make.
is not easy.
It's
That's
not
why I'm like,
It's not even easy to make.
okay, so this looks like a lot of work.
Yeah,
And-
it is because you really don't want that lump. Once you see a lump in it, the gist has changed from reggae to blues. So it's a bit of
Okay, so that looks a little bit tough. What do you think about putting some water in
it's
there?
actually done.
Oh, so that's the consistency you were looking for?
Yes, it's
This one that
actually
you're
done.
fighting war
Yes,
with.
I'm actually done with this.
Okay, so from what I can tell, first of all, your omorogun, or should I call it wooden spoon? Wooden spoon
Ebatona.
Ebatona
Spatula.
is really small.
Yes, because I'm making for just a person or two. or three.
I've never seen one this small. I guess it was giving you some kind of control.
Yes, and because I was using a small pot.
Okay, all right.
If you're using a bigger pot, you need something much.
And then the
bigger.
pot, you were holding the handle
Yes,
quite tightly.
it helps you position your pot properly.
Okay.
So I'm holding it and I'm sure where it's going to is really coming to me.
Okay,
Like,
fantastic.
it's really, really coming to me.
All right.
Yeah.
That's quite a technique right there.
You just, sometimes it's not
It's not
funny.
easy. It wasn't
But-
funny just now.
But in the eating, when you remember that, oh my God, I'm just going to have this egg. Oh boy, don't worry. Just do it.
Okay, Chef
Just do
Mary
it,
Jane.
just do
All
it.
right, so it's still on the fire. Does it still need to be there? Or?
No,
Okay.
I turned
So
off
that it doesn't
the lights.
burn.
Let me just really
And
turn
my,
off the lights.
my maternal cooking instincts are on fire today. I'm like, hey, come on, Lord, no. Ha.
Please speak English.
Sorry, let it not go and burn.
He's not going to burn.
I
I'm already.
know. It's
I'm already.
I'm just.
So
on
we're
the
still
edge
waiting
right now.
for our oil to get to the surface, which there is still no sign of it yet.
Going to the surface.
So we'll keep waiting.
Okay, so this is the kind of soup that you put silver foil on your cooker first before you start cooking, so that your cleaning won't be that much.
This is the kind of soup you want to enjoy, but just come and look for me to make it for you, so that you don't have to go through the stress of the fire burning you.
And
I
of
will
course,
do it for you.
I can just imagine how my cooker is going to look after cooking this. My goodness. You know what? I will actually just call you to make a pot for me. I don't think I can be
Get
doing
it done.
But I know, I have a feeling, you know,
Our oil is beginning
those
to come
people
up.
that we're always trying to impress in the house, be it your spouse, be it your in-laws, they'll appreciate this kind of effort.
Oh, yes.
But not in this gele and this get-up. Sorry.
Well,
Nah. I'm going to just sit back and watch you do all the work.
no, you should just go to the freezer and break it out. Oh, I made it last
All right,
Saturday.
then. So Russia 2018 is with us. And, of course, we are also in Russia. Well, somebody actually wrote LOL on our script. Like, really? LOL? LOL. But Mike and the friend are here to give us some of our own special Wake Up Nigeria highlights from Russia 2018.
Hello again and salam alaikum to our Muslim brothers and sisters this morning.
And of course, Eid Mubarak. It's Wake Up Nigeria, and we're basically just kicking off our second half of the show. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
Some of us are just waking up, actually.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
they're all lounging.
it's a public holiday.
They're chilling.
And the morning is cool. The air was really nice this morning. I was like, I didn't feel like getting out of bed, but just to be here for you guys. My name is Yomi Owope. We are live right now on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. You can look us up on TVC Connect. Now, if you want to participate on the show, you want to send someone Salah greetings, use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Of course, we can't wait to see them and read them out possibly later. We have a documentary coming your way a bit later on the show. It's called Lagos in the Red, and it's about a Nigerian artist, Jalili Atiku. Don't miss it for anything. Every Friday, we bring you the movies showing at the cinemas. Mike Mesikeno will be bringing us a heads up on what to expect this weekend. So if you have plans to go to the cinema, you need to watch this.
Driving about the whole place, driving taxi, is that work?
At least now we dey run street.
Yes, you are running streets now. Running the whole street like a mad dog.
Now me be the only blood where you get for this whole wide world.
Earlier, we had a musical performance from Mr. Chibs, and he will be back on the couch with us to tell us what he's been up to recently.
Of course, for your comments, suggestions.
Yeah, greetings. Make sure you send in greetings.
Everything.
To your Muslim friends all around the world. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Nice.
Make
sure you do.
That soup where Chef Mary Jane they cook.
The whole. It's that what's making you speak.
I was.
Mama, change your pidgin.
Okay, so as in, you know, there's a way. There's something about being in the kitchen and not being the one cooking. So I'm not the one actually doing the cooking. She's cooking.
You see, I'm
watching.
I can understand you, Titi. You know, my act
like,
is hard to follow after what I pulled off yesterday.
Mike,
please.
Really?
So after what I pulled off yesterday,
yesterday you coated chicken with flour.
Did
That was all you did, Mike.
Okay, social media. Did Titi live up to my expectations yesterday?
Really?
Let us know. Hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
See, I will floor you any day, any time.
Mike was all demonstration yesterday.
Yesterday was class act.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a class act.
He was dancing and wrapping chicken.
If I was there with Mary Jane, she wouldn't have burnt her hand.
Really?
Because I'd have taken off the weight of the job. Should have been a sous chef.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Mike, you would have probably run out of the shorts.
Give me some accolades. Give me some accolades,
okay,
man.
Yeah, whatever. I'll leave the eating up to you.
Yeah.
You know?
So make sure
I can trust you for.
Yeah. So make sure you keep your greetings coming.
Yeah.
Whoever you want to say hello to, or happy.
Yeah, of
how
course.
How do you say it?
You know, Eid
Barak
Mubarak.
Salah. Eid Mubarak.
Yeah.
Do that using the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Very important, actually, because we don't actually have much time to greet our friends and family these days.
Yeah.
Too much work going on. So if you're watching right now, pick up your phone and give someone a call. You know, say hi to someone that you haven't spoken to in a while.
It's time for the news update, and Fadi is on standby for us.
Well, Barakat Salah to Muslim Nigerians. On the news this hour, the former governor of Ondo State, Olusegun Mimiko, has officially returned to the Labour Party, the LP, the platform he rode on to realize his ambition in the year 2007. At the event in Ondo Town, Mimiko said he is ready to turn the Labour Party into a winning party again. He also says his return is to give a credible alternative to the people. Many of his aides who served under him when he was governor were present at the rally. And despite opposition from a factional national leader of the Labour Party, the party leaders in the Southwest have thrown their weight behind Mimiko's return. At a news conference in Ondo Town, they described the former governor's action as the needed tonic to boost the party's chances in the forthcoming general election. The Southwest chairman of the party, Bashir Lamidi, also faulted the claim that the party has no governorship candidate in Ekiti State. Elsewhere now, the Lagos State government says it is doing a lot to ensure that education is taken as a priority for children with special needs. This was made known at a talent program organized to ensure every child becomes independent and productive citizens by contributing their quota to the society. The special advisor on Central Business District, Agbola Dabiri, says an early intervention center has been put in place for the detection of special children from childbirth. Chairman of the occasion, Abeke Taire, advised that people should treat the special ones equally. The 9th PEDA Chess Biennial Chess Championship held yesterday at the Christland School premises in Ikeja, Lagos, and it brought students of various primary schools together. The participating students showed an impressive skill and knowledge in the game, with most of them displaying their mastery against their opponents. Some of the students showed so much talent in the game, sitting opposite each other in specially reserved tables with chess boards. The element of fun was not lost at the event, with everyone in high spirit and promoting good sportsmanship. The tournament was a success in being both an avenue for young minds to grow in skill while having a good time with each other.
Well, it started out as an annual event, but now it's biennial. That's once in 2 years, basically because of cost, and then we have a larger number of pupils coming in. The first time we had this tournament, we had 10 schools. Today we had 60 schools. So, you know, it's an alarming rate at which we are growing. So we are now making a biennial once in 2 years. Again, we are hoping that in the nearest future we'll start having IMs, grandmasters from these young ones.
Well, that's the news this hour. I'm Fadishola Shutingwa. The weather forecast is up next.
All right, we're going to be looking at the pages of the newspapers right now before we take sports, right?
Yeah, let's take the cover of the Punch first. It says, Buhari to Nigerians, stop glorifying thieves, treat them with disdain. It also says here, goals galore as World Cup begins. Russia rout Saudi Arabia 5-0. We'll top Group D, Musa says. Ambode Fashola to cheer Eagles against Croatia. EFCC ignoring UK advice on 2019 polls, says Secondus. Civil servant jailed for defrauding a deaf and dumb man. Will be fair to all zones in project execution, says federal government. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
All right, up next we have the Vanguard and the headline, return to PDP. Saraki, Kwankwaso, Goje, Tambuwal run into storm. Local forces resist their return. Vow not to surrender party structure. APC chair, Oshomole surviving last-minute intrigues. UK considers relaxing visa rules for Nigerian doctors, nurses. And Gani Fayomi was blacklisted by NBA for supporting Buhari, says Kiyamo. All this and more on the cover of the Vanguard.
On the cover of the Daily Sun, it says Boko Haram, how Shekau became terrorist, according to his mom. Says son was Al-Majiri, indoctrinated by Mohammed Yusuf. It also says here, governors, Kalu, others greet Muslims at Eid al-Fitr. It says World Cup opens with a festival of goals as Russia beats Saudi 5-0. Alleged fraud, activist sues Oshomole on page 39, more on that. And on the National Convention, APC settles for consensus. Buhari directs zones to present preferred candidates for endorsement. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
All right, up next we have The Guardian and the headline, PDP flays presidency, APC over 1 trillion naira MTN fine, alleges sharp practices, shielding of corrupt persons, claims credit for Nyame Darie convictions. Asora keeps mum, ruling party dismisses accusations. Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr as Ramadan fasting ends. Saraki Dogara Ogwani, others advocate peace, unity. And Nigeria will deepen relationship with allies, says Buhari. Why I dumped PDP for Labour Party, says Mimiko. And Senate declares Samsung MD illegal immigrant, orders immediate deportation. All on the cover of The Guardian.
Now, that's a very interesting story right there.
I'd like to read it.
On the cover of This Day, it says, stop glorifying thieves, treat them with ignominy, or rather ignominy. Buhari tells Nigerians, says Abiola Fawemi's families showed good examples. It also says here, Atiku, Saraki, Dogara, others urge Nigerians to keep hope alive despite challenges. 6,800 delegates to vote at APC convention on the currency swap, CBN to incentivize importers who tender Chinese, what's that word, renminbi? Renminbi.
Renminbi.
Wow, renminbi. Never seen that word
Let's
before.
call it RMB.
First one for me.
Yeah.
It also says here, Buratai admits shortcomings in operations in Northwest, North Central, says Army strategizing for decisive offensive. That's what we have on the cover of This Day.
Nigerian Tribune is next, and the headline, no going back on convention. Over 6,000 delegates expected, says APC. Restructuring way out of insecurity, hunger, Yoruba Koya insists. Mother of Boko Haram leader Abubakar Shekau speaks. I have not seen my son in 15 years. Ekiti 2018, we are apprehensive, traditional rulers tell U.S. Eid al-Fitr, security tightened at prayer grounds as nation celebrates. 2 helicopters APC deployed in Lagos. 11,000 police personnel on duty in Niger, Oyo, Nasarawa, and a couple of other riders there on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
On the cover of Complete Sports, as quickly as possible, Mikel ready to carry Eagles on his back. It says Croatia must fall. All eyes on Ronaldo. And then finally, it says 5-star Russia. World Cup hosts get off to a dream start. That's what we have on the cover of Complete Sports.
Well, that's about all that we can take on the newspaper headlines for this Salah morning.
Yes, indeed. And of course, when we return after this break, we'll have a documentary for you. You don't want to miss it. It also says here, Buratai admits shortcomings in operations in Northwest, North Central, says Army strategizing for decisive offensive. That's what we have on the cover of This Day.
Nigerian Tribune is next, and the headline, no going back on convention. Over 6,000 delegates expected, says APC. Restructuring way out of insecurity, hunger, Yoruba Koya insists. Mother of Boko Haram leader Abubakar Shekau speaks. I have not seen my son in 15 years. Ekiti 2018, we are apprehensive, traditional rulers tell U.S. Eid al-Fitr, security tightened at prayer grounds as nation celebrates. 2 helicopters APC deployed in Lagos. 11,000 police personnel on duty in Niger, Oyo, Nasarawa, and a couple of other riders there on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
On the cover of Complete Sports, as quickly as possible, Mikel ready to carry Eagles on his back. It says Croatia must fall. All eyes on Ronaldo. And then finally, it says 5-star Russia. World Cup hosts get off to a dream start. That's what we have on the cover of Complete Sports.
Well, that's about all that we can take on the newspaper headlines for this Salah morning.
Yes, indeed. And of course, when we return after this break, we'll have a documentary for you. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome back. Now, Eid al-Fitr is a really, really important day and celebration as well. We're going to be taking an interview later on about that, just to get an idea of what it's all about.
But,
now, in a documentary film titled Lagos in Red, Nigerian artist Jelili Atiku reflects on his unique style of performance, which is aimed at sensitizing the people about the problems we have in Nigeria. Let's take a look at this.
I am Jelili Atiku. I am a performance artist. I do performance to sensitize the people about the problems we have in Nigeria. I use my body as an instrument in my art. I do performance because it has to be done. I grew up in Ejigbo, and I still live there. Ejigbo is a suburb in Lagos State. There are about 4 million people living in Ejigbo, and in the whole city of Lagos State, we are about 20 million people. I do my performance red light in the streets of Ejigbo.
Jọ̀wọ́ má bá mi sáré ṣe àwọn iṣẹ́ kan lára àwọn aṣọ tí wọ́n fi ṣe performance yìí ni. Wọ́n kò bá mi tẹ etí ẹ̀ yìí.
Red cloth is a costume for this project in the red, and it symbolizes life, violence, energy, and the essence of human life. I studied fine art because I felt that is the only opportunity for me to express myself as a human being. Of course, naturally, I have voice. Everybody of us have voice. But I need to put my expression in a visual language for people to see. And it makes me feel free like a human being.
If you look at the face.
I work as an art teacher at Lagos State Polytechnic in Ikorodu, and I teach drawing and sculpture. I often tell my students to understand life. To understand life in the sense that you are not just creating artwork for artwork's sake. That is not part of art in Africa. They must understand what they're trying to create, and they must feel the importance of it, the relevancy of it to the society, to the humanity. Performance art is an art that is the artist become the artwork. I'm doing the performance red art as a way of making statements about the human tendency towards violence and crisis. I grew up with the pains of losing a father during the war. I also lived at a time, at the time when the military government was still on. I felt the pains of crisis a lot. That gave me the obligatory to think about why are we violent, why must we go into crisis, and why must we kill ourselves? The chiefs that I hang out with in Ejigbo are my extended family. Chief is a traditional title, and it's a personality that is well respected and it has a lot of cultural value into it. They take care of the people and they govern the people. In most of the time, I discuss my art with the chiefs, especially when they ask questions, because they ask questions a lot.
Moving on, what have you so the Mokwe, Baba Shayo, Jabo, Abo, Bamu, so Yenny. So, you're moving Cape, Kudakama Parawa.
And of course, it could be, you know, kind of arguments, and they disagree a lot and say, no, it can't be like that. You know, it can't be like that. And I say, this is how I feel it should be, or this is how I feel. I think about this. It's it, and they give also their own view about it. People in Ejigbo are very curious about my art.
And it is titled Indirect. Indirect. Yeah. So, and it's about violence, war in the world, just like the Biafra war. So I now have red cloth all over my body. Then I make some sound, like horrific sound of somebody who just died violently. Yeah, that would be interesting. I would like to see you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We're going to TVC.
Yo, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, with a warm welcome to the Third Eye, Jalili Atiku.
Welcome to Third Eye. You're a performance artist.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear from you.
My concern is, how will you be able to train your children, knowing fully well that your art, you don't make any money from all your performances?
Everything now is valued in the term of monetary aspect of it.
So you're saying capitalism is bad?
I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying it's destructive. We don't have to be thinking of making money in everything we do. It is only art, mark my word, it is only art in the history of Africa that's pushed Africa beyond any other thing. It's only art. I look at myself, for example, and if I remove my cap now, you're going to see gray hair, a lot of gray hair on my hair. Each year or each day, it's like I grow gray hair because of what? Because of tension I go through in this country. A lot of tension. And that is part of the effect. The freedom of being has made me, as a Nigerian, live in a cage. And I cannot ask my leader a question. I cannot go to them and write and say, I need to know what and what, how you got this money, how you do this, how you do that.
Thank you very much, Jelili Atini, for coming to Teda.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I got the idea of red lights in my attempt to be like a watchtower into the society. If there is a violence act every day in the human life, then that means that we are not growing. I prepared for my performance, red lights, by first of all, I go into the presence of myself. And at that time, I don't think any other things matters to me any longer. It is just myself and the performance. So that could take a long time. I try to focus on the actions, the choreographies, and all the things I want to do in the performance. Focus. That is its keyword.
Spider-Man, come down.
Sorry. Àkàbà tí wọ́n gbé gòkè tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ mú náà ni.
Normally tí ẹ bá sọ pé àkàbà èèyàn máa ń gun àkàbà lọ sókè ni ọ̀ ń gun àkàbà wálẹ̀ tó bá rí pé ó ń bọ̀ èèyàn ń bọ̀ wálẹ̀ ó ń bọ̀ ó ń kó lórí àkàbà ni tí ẹ bá dẹ̀ ń gun òkè lọ sókè ó yẹ kó máa lọ sókè ni àwa èèyàn à lọ sókè mọ́ ibì kan náà la wà àná orí iná tẹ́ rẹ̀ ń wò yẹn iná yẹn without iná sìn ní gbogbo àgbáyé kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó lè ṣe wọ́n ń pè ní power ni ṣé ó yé yín sìn àbẹ̀tí bá ní ìbéèrè mi àbẹ̀tí bá ní ìbéèrè kó máa bèèrè lọ́wọ́ mi àbẹ̀tí bá ní ìbéèrè.
lánàá láti gbé àlọ́kọ́ kí ni ìyẹn implies kí ni
ìwé tí o bá grow in life oníkálukú ló máa gbé responsibility ẹ̀ kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó máa bẹ́ẹ̀ pé bí nàìjíríà ṣe wà yìí tí nàìjíríà bá mọ̀ bá wà fúnra ló máa gbé responsibility wa kò sí kò tó kàn wá. tí o bá grow in life oníkálukú ló máa gbé responsibility ẹ̀ kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó máa bẹ́ẹ̀ pé bí nàìjíríà ṣe wà yìí tí nàìjíríà bá mọ̀ bá wà fúnra ló máa gbé responsibility wa kò sí kò tó kàn wá.
Wow, that was quite an intriguing package. I could not wait to see how it went down. Wonderful one. But then let's take a look at movies you can check out in the cinema this weekend. Up first, Ghetto Bread, which tells the story of Effie. Of course, Eniola Badmus plays that role, a struggling female cab driver residing in the shanty part, in the shanties of Lagos, hustling to make ends meet in a male-dominated profession. She has a flair at getting on people's nerves and always striving to get her way. Now she's faced with relationship demands from the overbearing Aristo chairman, who of course is played by Jide Kosoko. And then there's also Fred Bolanle and quite a number of people. Oshpebe is in the movie, who plays an eccentric worry boy. Now the movie is packed with laughs, intrigue and suspense, especially as Effie finds herself in the triangle of ghetto love. Let's check out the trailer for Ghetto Bread.
I see that for me. I will took a finger for the eye. He like bang da da da. He do like bang da da da. He use up like bang da da da. He press up like bang da da da. Ba da da, ba da da.
One of the most anticipated movies of 2018, Incredibles 2. Bob Parr, Mr. Incredible, is left to care for Jack while Helen, Elastigirl, is out saving the world. Brad Bird directed this movie and stars Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter and Sarah Vaughn. Let's check out the trailer.
It's about superheroes, and Elastigirl is our best play. Better than me?
Whoa! I like Mom's new job! Bye, sweetie.
I'll watch the kids, no problem.
I like that. He stays back to watch while she goes out to fight. All right, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is still playing in cinemas. Now, when the island's dormant volcano begins to roar into life, Owen and Claire mount a campaign to rescue the remaining dinosaurs from this extinction-level event. Of course, J.A. Bayona directs this movie, and it stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas, and of course, Ted Levine. Let's check out the trailer. All right, traffic is up next. A couple off for a romantic weekend in the mountains are accosted by a biker gang. Now, alone in the mountains, Brea and John must defend themselves against the gang, who will stop at nothing to protect their secrets. Deon Taylor directs this movie. Of course, it stars Dawn Olivieri, Paula Patton, and Luke Goss star in this movie. Let's check out the trailer for Traffic.
Hey, that girl. Something in my gut was telling me that she needed help.
Now, that's all you can take of movies in the cinema. Let's head over to Yomi, who is going to be talking, taking a discussion on Eid al-Fitr today. Yomi.
Thanks so much, Mike. So it's a special day and it's an important religious holiday celebrated by Muslims all around the world. And it's a holiday, and a lot of people are also asking many questions. It's at the end of the Islamic holy month of fasting. I have with me here an Islamic scholar, Ahmed Khotun, who will be talking to us about the significance of this day to Muslims. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, sir. So we've heard Barka de Salah, we've heard Eid Mubarak, we've also heard Eid al-Fitr. Yes. And, a lot of people are wondering, okay, so which one should we say when we see our Muslim friends today? So can you just give us, the difference between all these, and then, of course, talk about the significance as well?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. You see, Eid al-Mubarak, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Kabir, Eid is a day Muslims gather together at a certain place to say thank you, God, for Eid. Let me talk first about Eid al-Fitr. After the 30 days of Ramadan, Muslims gather at a certain place, observe Nafla, 2 rakats. Thereafter, we go out to various places to enjoy ourselves, even though the enjoyment is limited. You don't take what you know is forbidden. We don't end 30 days of Ramadan and go into drinking of alcohol. All those things we abstain from for the 30 days, we don't go back to them. That is Eid al-Fitr. There's another Eid Mubarak, Eid, the day of celebration. Mubarak, thanking God. Eid al-Kabir is the second one. That's when we celebrate the killing of the rams, when our people that travels to Hajj, come at the Arafah, comes down, we celebrate with them. The kill rams, that is a different one. And those are the two Eids we have in a year, the annual celebration.
So talk to us about the significance of this day on the Muslim calendar and also in the world as well.
Yes, the significances are, you see, after the 30 days of Ramadan, Eid al-Fitr is to signify that all those things will drop, those vices will drop for the 30 days. We don't go back to them. Drinking of alcohol, womanizing, fornicating, adultery, lying, all sorts of things. We try to abstain from it for 30 days, and we encourage ourselves, Muslims, never to go back to them again. And you see, Muslims tends to be nice in the 30 days to their fellow Muslims. They give alms, but immediately after the Ramadan, they stop it. So we want to encourage our Muslim brothers and sisters. All those things you do good during the 30 days, please continue. Continue, because we don't know the day will go pass on to God. So we are encouraging Muslims, please, be steadfast in good deeds. All those things we abstain from for the 30 days, please, do not go back. These are the teachings of Eid al-Kabir.
So all the good works, all the good character that you have begun to cultivate over the 30 days is to make sure that you then continue after.
That's exactly what I'm trying to talk about. And you see, we Muslims, we want our fellow politicians to imbibe the spirit of this, use this, what I'm trying to talk about is, see, the spirit of this season to go out and be nice to people.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much for joining us, sir, this morning. Well, in that same spirit of celebration, which you talked about earlier on, we're going to be taking you to the kitchen now, and you're going to, I'm going to introduce you to our chef this morning, and also have some more celebrations.
Thanks so much.
All right, please follow me. All right, people, so it looks like...
yeah. We've been having quite a time.
How do they say it? How do they say it in the book as food is ready?
Yes, food is definitely ready.
Okay, but just before we talk about the food, we have Chips in the house. Hello, Chips.
Please join us here. Sir.
Yeah, the grand entrance. It's great to have you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay, this way.
Yes,
this way, Chips.
Yes, you are.
So,
please take a seat.
Chips, what a performance
all right,
from
here's
you.
Chips.
Yeah.
Right.
What
Hi,
performance
Chips.
from
How's it
him.
going?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Earlier on.
Good morning.
So, Chips, what should your fans look out for after that wonderful performance? What can we expect from you?
Chips.
Moving forward. What can we expect from you?
Actually, that's an old song.
That's an old song. Okay, so what do you have new for us? What do you have new for us?
It's called Sugar Cane.
Sugar cane.
Well, who is the sugar cane? Who is the This is Eid, though. We are celebrating Eid today. You're talking about sugar cane.
Who is the sugar cane?
Who is the sugar cane?
Well, it's for anybody that has, like, significant other that they,
that they love.
That they love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I like the way he put it.
Is there like an album in the works or something that we can look forward to, a body of art that we're expecting anytime soon?
Yeah. I just signed to an agency, a talent agency. So
good.
like recently, and we're working on something.
All right.
Nice one. Well done. All the best, Chiefs. All the best.
Me, or does it look like John Boyega?
I'm just saying. It's just you.
How is it just me? No, somebody should say. Isn't there a resemblance?
I didn't want to be the only one who said something.
Oh, you see.
So that you have supported him now.
All right.
So, Mary Jane, can you tell us how this came together?
Oh, yes. Today, in the spirit of the festivity, we made granite soup. And the main thing is the granuts and the meats, the stockfish, the vegetables, and the swallow to go.
Yes, indeed.
And
it's about
trust
time.
me,
for it to be tasted.
We can't wait.
So how are we going to do it?
So it's
I'm just going to serve
go
a little
that
bit.
way and
let it
they'll
come
take
this
it
way.
themselves.
Do
and
we
then
have
please
So what, the chef
go
is...
ahead and taste.
I thought the chef was going to help
All right,
out.
Chef Mary Jane, it's all yours.
Maybe she should just...
Yeah, you go ahead.
So there's no kitchen accident.
Kitchen accident. Oh wow. I'm actually, I don't trust myself to not start eating before giving the guests. So that's why I didn't want to help you.
Leave the food. Titi, what is this for?
This?
1 second, let me get a spoon.
All right.
This, I use this personally for mashing
Any
potatoes.
other cutlery?
Okay.
That's what I use it for, but I don't know what
So
you would
you can use it for yam, like pounded yam or something?
No, not pounded yam. No, for no reason whatsoever.
I can find only knives here.
Knives? Oh.
Well,
where?
Of course, in every kitchen, once in a while, you just won't find spoons.
Yeah,
you
have you ever
knives.
noticed
It just
that
keeps getting
you're always
missing.
looking for spoons,
You
always
always
looking
get
for...
All our forks are missing in the kitchen.
You always
Don't worry,
get
I'm placing a call
There's
to...
something I want to ask.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
As an African, do I need a spoon or fork?
I love you.
Okay, now.
Let's find water for you to wash your hands.
We are in the studio.
Right?
We are... Okay, I'll get you water.
prim
in
and
a bit.
proper.
Yes, we are just trying to be prim and proper.
Forget that thing. So if you're eating amala now, what do
doesn't
you
send all
use
that
this
one.
thing?
Not really.
Water for you to wash your hands.
All right.
Are you?
All right,
Am I
I
correct?
think you can go ahead
you're
and
right,
taste
you're
it,
right, you're
Chips.
right.
Chips, go ahead and
Just give me a
taste
few
it.
minutes. I'll get you something.
All right, go ahead. Chips, go ahead.
I
Go
think
ahead.
we should start
Please
rounding
go
the
ahead.
show,
we had to, like,
rounding
praise
off the
the-
show on this note.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so big thank you to all our guests for joining us this morning. It's been a great day. And Baraka de Salah to all our Muslim friends as well. Big thank you to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And I want to thank Fola for styling my hair, but he didn't style my hair today because I'm wearing gele. But he assisted with the tying of the gele.
Yeah.
So hey, Fola, we love you.
All right, so it's the end of the week as well. So it means that we're going to be back on Monday, again on the show
What did
at
you think
7
about the
a.m.
food?
But don't forget, we have our omnibus takes place every Saturday morning, so you can check out everything that happened on the show throughout the week.
Watch out for my cooking.
Yes. We're also on YouTube, so check out all our clips on YouTube. If you want to learn how to make this, Chef Mary Jane's clips are always amazing.
Well done, Chef.
Thank you.
All right, see you on Monday, everyone.
Yes, indeed. 7 a.m. Bye.